In a suburb of Salt Lake City resides an artist who spent his early years growing up in Italy, in a small town on a vineyard.
I was born in a little town on the hills of Piacenza, which is south of Milano, in Italy. And the little town was probably with 500 people, including animals.
Even at a very young age, Valeriano Ugolini remembers spending time with his grandfather in the fields.
I remember when I was 4 or 5, helping my grandpa, going in the fields, trying to find the moss and bring it home and put it together with the little figurines. And over the years, I developed a desire to continue to do it, and I came up with my projects.
Growing up a devout Catholic, Christmas Mass was part of Val's life.
We went on Christmas Eve to the Mass together, and if it was snowing, it was even more magic.
Realizing Val's talents, his parents sent him to Rome to study.
My parents and the parish priest sent me to Rome, to a place connected with the Vatican. Then I went into the seminary in the Vatican.
Val was surrounded by some of the greatest works of art the world has known.
I wanted to be involved with art. I loved Michelangelo. When I was in Rome, I was lucky to go to the Sistine Chapel on Sunday, only opened for us. And we could sit on the floor, lay on the floor and look up and admire all the figures that Michelangelo painted. And I was so intrigued.
Meeting missionaries on the street from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. At the age of 22, Val joined the faith. At first, his mom did not want him to be involved, but after his baptism, she told everyone and was proud and supportive.
I joined the church, and I dedicated most of my free time to build a church there.
Meeting a young woman who had previously served an LDS mission in Italy, Val fell in love.
I married an American. My wife, Carolyn, is from here, from Utah. And after 4 years in our marriage, we were in a car accident.
An accident that left Carolyn with a permanent disability.
We lived in Italy for 6 more years, and then I thought that maybe coming here, since I'm older than her, and if something would have happened to me, she would have family close by. When I came here, I had more time, and so I picked up again the painting desire, and I went to BYU and I got a master in art history on the Italian Renaissance and Baroque. That's my history.
For nearly 50 years, Val has been making nativity scenes that Michelangelo himself likely would admire.
This one, it took me 9 months to do it. And for 9 months to do it and a couple of months to think about it. I bought the main figurines 2 or 3 years ago, and I kept them in a box until I had the right inspiration. Before I started this, I probably made 50 different sketches. And then finally I picked the one and I followed that. And while I was doing it, you can call it inspiration, or you can call it, I don't know what, but if I was prompted to change something that, and sometimes I found a piece, oh, I can use that to do that.
Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. Val says the feelings come from an important message.
The feelings that I have is to celebrate my love for Christ and for His message. And so when people see it all together like this, they see the baby Jesus in the middle of his creation. And he is still humble.
Over the years, hundreds of people have visited their home to see that year's nativity.
There were times we had hundreds of people coming. We had groups waiting here, waiting in the living room, waiting outside. And then we stopped doing that because we couldn't have our own Christmas. The birth of Christ is such a miraculous event. And he didn't come as a king, but he came as a humble boy, a baby.
Many of the individual pieces in the Nativity are symbolic.
I tried to make some references to symbolism, like, for example, the peacocks are a symbol of resurrection. You will see there are some strange things also. See this black sheep going in the opposite direction? Sometimes some of us feel like a black sheep, and we're not sure in which direction we are going, but we still move with the group. I'm imagining that somebody was sleeping, and so I created that little environment just to make a cozy area where a shepherd would rest. For the dome, I used a salad bowl, and I wanted to put a star in the center, and that one was straight. And so I had to put it in the microwave to bend it based on the curve of the salad bowl. You expect the Son of God to come with trumpets, and instead it was just angels announcing to the humble people, humble like us, people that were in the fields doing their job. And when I put a bird there, it's like being me looking at the scene and imagining what was going on.
9 months, thousands of hours to create. For Valeriano Ugolini, it all comes down to one thing.
The message is what is important. The fact that we are supposed to love each other, no matter what. And when he said love the enemies, it actually means respect your enemies. Try to understand them. To respect somebody, you need to understand him. Somebody needs something, doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter what color, skin, it doesn't matter anything, you just help.
And I guess that really is the message for all of us. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I am really thankful for his message. I'm already thinking of another one. The cost to make this, I think you should ask my wife.